Hello and happy Sunday to all of my Libras. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Libras. Let's get right into your reading. Let's get into your readings. Hopefully, you all are having a fantastic week, a stress-free week. Yes, Libras. Let's get into it. The moon may be in Gemini, but it'll be moving into Cancer if it hasn't already moved into Cancer by the time you watch this video. Let's do it. The energy has already been cleared, Libras. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below in the description. This is a general reading, so please take only what resonates with you. Um, and I'm talking to you if you have Libra anywhere in your birth chart. Let's go. All right, Libras, Libras, Libras. Here we have the Star card. Here we have the Strength card. Here we have the Moon card, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords, and also the Two of Swords, right? All right, Star card. Your star is shining bright. Your star is shining bright, right? So source is saying tap into your strength. Somebody may have Leo somewhere in their chart. You could be fixed on something, fixated on whatever. Somebody could feel like there's two types of situations you're trying to leave behind. Because this is the I believe sign, right? So source is saying your belief, it could be differing beliefs about situations where you could be fixated on one area, somebody could be fixated on something else. But anyway, source is saying you're moving forward, right? So you continue to move forward. Here we have the Nine of Swords. So you can stop your nightmares, right? Here we have the Two and Four of Swords. Somebody's going through a rite of passage right now. So that's what part of the transition is. Source is saying take your blindfolds off, lift your head up, take your blindfolds off, get some rest. We're getting closer and closer to this full moon in Virgo. And so when all the dust settles, somebody can get a chance to sit down and do, check out everything, like really go through and just analyze some things. So let's see what's coming up. Since somebody's head and heart could be a little at war with each other when it comes to your head and heart could be at war with each other as it relates possibly to loved ones. Loved ones could be family members or energies that you've allowed to get close to your heart and just trying to make a decision, about some things and then trying to get some rest. But source definitely, it looks like your ancestors. See this, the number two right here. Two is meaning that peace is paramount, right? So source is saying take your blindfolds off, right? Take your blindfolds off. 2 and 9 is 11. We know 11 is a master number, right? So get off the fence, stop overthinking things, take the blindfolds off that you can see so that you can see what disrupted your peace. What disrupted your peace? Your peace is paramount. There's no price tag you can put on peace. What disrupted your peace? To cause somebody to shut down so that you can see the blessings trying to come your way. All right, let's see. So your head and heart are no longer at war with each other about any area of your life for that matter. So here we have the Three of Cups. All right, we have the Five of Cups, the Temperance card, the Two of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and then also the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. So somebody's emotions. Here we have these, and this is also connected to our emotions too, right? So your belief systems. Your belief systems. I feel like somebody's belief systems are going to change. This is the Three of Cups. So part of it, a lot of it is too, when your head and heart are at war with each other, is just thanking source in advance that is behind you. Like literally putting it out into the universe, right? Putting it out into the universe. I'm glad the past is behind me because somebody's definitely been lamenting over some things. And whatever the past is, source will sort it out for you to help you to balance some things out. This is the Temperance card to help you balance some things out, so that somebody can see things from a higher frequency, right? Here we also have the Two of Cups, right? So 3, 5 is 8. Obviously, 2 is 10, right? 10 is the number for instant manifestation. And so when you're asking source for an exodus strategy away from a past, or, asking source to balance out your own scales, and then you just giving source an opportunity, right? But you also got to put the work in. And Night energy right here, Wands energy is about your spirituality and where you need to take action. So source is saying stay away from any energies that cause you to cause you to be feel like you're out of alignment, you know, make you feel like you're out of alignment in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Here we have the Nine of Pentacles here. I definitely see you moving towards financial independence. Like, in other words, put your energy towards some things where you feel like in your creative space. Get around creative energies, you know, get around spaces that pour fresh water. Like right now somebody's overthinking something. And just source is saying leave the overthinking behind and let source work everything out, right? So that's what I'm seeing for you. Let's see what we got moving forward as you're in your light. As you're in your light and moving through this. So here's what's in common here. So Leo is ruled by the sun. Obviously, the sun illuminates the moon, right? And we know that the sun is also a star, right? So I feel like looking at the cards here, somebody's head and heart may be at war with each other because somebody may be a little nervous about their star power, like operating in the light. When you're operating in the light, it's a double-edged sword. Speaking of sword energy coming out, it's a double-edged sword. The more popular somebody is becoming, it feels like the more afraid someone is possibly that some nightmares could resurface. And guess what? They probably will, but somebody is also learning how to operate in meekness, right? And just letting source handle some things. So when you're thanking source in advance that your past is behind you, source is saying, I'm allowing you to purge even the things that you don't want possibly even family members to expose, right? Even family members to expose. Yeah, family can be something else. They really can be something else. You know, sometimes you need to remind certain family members that, hold on, you used to do X, Y, and Z. How come you judging that person? And you used to, right? Sometimes you have to let family know, like, what? Wait a minute, you trying to sound like you holier than now. But, and it's not like you're exposing them in front of anybody, but sometimes you need to let them know, like, you know, directly, like, I'm not trying to expose you, not trying to put you on blast, but I mean, like, what? So you, anyway, I definitely see your star power growing. Here we have the Empress card here. So I definitely see you seeing it from a higher frequency, like just kind of like just how people, you know, your past resurfaces. You know, people have something to say about everybody's past. But anyway, I definitely see a new and exuberant love coming across somebody's path. This is what we have here. Here we have the Four of Wands. And I feel like somebody has, you know, there's a leap of faith that source is trying to help somebody to, you know, to move forward in leap of faith, right? One of the things I feel like the energy that somebody's going to come in contact with is just a lot of fun, right? And it's not like they're even passive or even just feeling like, okay, well, oh, your star energy is, you know, this is just the best that I can get. No, I feel like somebody's coming your way is very genuine. Their energy, they like to travel. They will actually miss you when you're away, you know, and it's not it's not like they're trying to dominate you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Like people who genuinely miss you, just like I was just thinking about you today. That's kind of the energy, and just kind of sort of wondering, was everything all right, you know, just whatever. So if they don't hear from you, they're genuine about it, you know, wondering if you're okay, if they feel like they have overstepped a boundary or whatever, they'll give you your space, that kind of stuff. But those are types of energies that you don't want to play with, because I feel like that's what somebody is prayed for moving forward, right? They like to travel, they like to have fun, they like to laugh, they motivate, they inspire. But if they feel like they may have maybe overstepped something, they may back up. You know, they may back up, right? They're not trying to force anything, not trying to add to this sword energy. They're not trying to add to your nightmare, right? So, yeah. So here we have the Three of Wands. So again, source is saying take a leap of faith. I see somebody in the saddle, back in the saddle, moving forward. You know, feeling inspired and motivated. Your third eye is wide open. Your third eye is definitely wide open, you know, about what somebody needs to do, because I feel like your star power is starting to shine. Somebody prayed for something, right? And so what Source is trying to help somebody do is learn how to leave the past behind. So whatever it is that you've been praying for, Source is not only answering your prayers, but giving you an opportunity to do some cleanup, right? This is water, right? So you want to flush out things, and here's a temperance card right here. Something could have something to do with somebody's mom, or you could be a mother, or you could be a father, and you could have a child with somebody or children with somebody. Source is trying to give somebody an opportunity to do some cleanup work yourself. And so the cleanup would have to be within. Everybody has a past, right? So the cleanup work within would just be starting drinking more water, doing your juice fast, going to the gym, working out, whatever nurtures your spirit, whatever your moon sign is. You can always go to you can always go to Google and Google how to nurture whatever your moon sign is. So Chariot card, and I definitely see you being victorious. I see you getting married. I see somebody getting married, to somebody. So like I said before, somebody has to know that whatever the past is just the past, right? Either people want to be with you or they don't. Here we have High Priestess. Somebody from now on is going to start listening to their intuition. I can tell you that much, because when you're in your light, looking at this right here, and here we have Empress energy. Somebody's intuition is extremely heightened. A lot of it has to do with the High Priestess energy anyway, Libra. But this is about balance, right? And not letting something from your past throw you out of balance or out of alignment. So, yeah. So when we talk about the moon, we're talking about feminine energy, right? And this is when we talk about the moon, and we're talking about positive feminine qualities of divine feminine energy. Divine feminine energy, healthy divine feminine energy. Because I know a lot of people hear about, divine masculine, divine feminine energy. So let me help add something. I mentioned this in previous readings, but let me bring this back up again, especially for you all as Libras, for balance, right? So healthy divine feminine energy is sensitive, it's caring, it's intuitive, it's easygoing, it's emotional, it's generous. So you don't have a problem with getting in touch with your emotions about things, right? And not feeling like you're a weakling, or I can't show my emotions in front of people. But in healthy divine masculine energy, it's strong, it's focused, it's purposeful, it's motivated, it's stable, it's very powerful, right? So the balance of it for you would be, I can be all of those things in one body without, and I can also recognize moving forward when I see that in other people. And that's what I want to align myself with, right? So again, someone operating in very healthy divine feminine energy, you put these two together right here. Is very, very helpful for someone who's trying to leave their past behind, because their energy is highly intuitive. So they'll know if they've said or done something to burn or hurt you or offend you or whatever the case may be. They say, you know what, let me back up and give them some space, because that's healthy feminine energy. You're picking up on something, right? Instead of, see this half lion and half lamb right here, you can still be strong on the inside. You don't have to have toxic, like I gotta show how strong I am physically. I gotta show how focused I can be. I can show how purposeful I am. I have a purpose. Okay, everybody has a purpose. Everybody is a star in their own right. But again, it calls for balance. This right here, this meek energy right here. That's where you say you're in human form. You got half human and half lion here. So you're definitely in human form. So Source is saying when somebody learns how to balance it out with them, you're not looking for your better half. You're not walking down the street cut in half, right? You're not looking for another half to smash together, right? You are your better half. So that's what Source is saying to you. I see somebody doing a lot of traveling. I see somebody, just having a lot of fun, laughing, knowing when to, and again, I don't want to necessarily assign gender roles. Men are supposed to be this way. Women are supposed to be that way. If you're whole and complete, you have a balance of divine masculine, divine feminine energy, and you also recognize that in other people as well. So that's what I'm seeing for you. So somebody could be buying a house, celebrating an increase, something in some front of some kind of a structure, moving, relocating, whatever it is you're doing. Congratulations in advance, right? Congratulations in advance to you. Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. Make sure we got everything here. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, so keep it moving forward. Keep it moving forward. I feel like somebody coming across your path is very compassionate. They are very healthy, divine, feminine energy. Let me see. Yeah, King of Cups energy, right? They also, like you, have a lot of great ideas, and they know how to stay laser focused. They also know how to stay away from, and this is what's coming your way. They also know how to stay away from hot-headed energies. They know how to stay away from people who are combative and just vicious in their attacks. They know how to stay away from toxic masculine energy, right? They know how to stay away from toxic masculine energy, whether it comes in the form of a man or a woman. They know how to stay away from those types of energies, right? Not out of fear, but out of faith in source, that source will handle a situation. I feel like what you all may share in common is music, you and your person, right? And I see you all, what you have in common is knowing how to protect your emotions. So that's a good thing, knowing how to protect your emotions. And here we have the Nine of Cups. I'm seeing your wishes being fulfilled, right? So whatever those wishes are, I see them being fulfilled. So congratulations in advance to you, because whatever it is that you've been praying for or wishing for is being fulfilled. All right, we're going to go ahead and close this out. Very nice. Very, very nice. So yeah, it's time for somebody to flush out, you may have poured out some stuff in the past emotionally. Source is saying it's time to do some cleanup. Because once your star starts shining and people want to connect with you, they're inspired, they're motivated by you, you attract everything, right? People just want to know if you're down to earth, if you're relatable, if you're stuck up, if if you're smart. They want to pick your brain. They want to be connected to you. So source is saying then people start looking at your past. That's okay. They can go look at the past. They can go look at the past if they want to. But source is saying, so you get rooted and grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Yep. It looks like, what every person on their way to finding their purpose have fallen and stumbled, fallen, whatever the case may be. You got a lot of water out here in the cards. Water symbolizes our emotions, creativity, sexuality, sensuality, all of those things. But here we have, my body is a wondrous and magnificent machine, and I feel privileged to live in it. That's right. You should feel privileged to live in your body. All right. Do 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 do. Elevator music. All right. Strength. All obstacles in my path are being cleared. I am stronger than yesterday. I am brave. I am courageous. I learn from my mistakes. Failure is a farce. All effort is testing. I rise above all that stands in my way. Improvement is my only concern. That's it. Improvement is your only concern, right? Learn the difference between toxic femininity, toxic masculinity, and balance it out so that when you have energies in your face that's balanced out, you won't mistake meek for being weak, and neither will other people. Let me see here. All right. Make sure we got everything. Let's make sure we got everything. Sacred waters, right? So 35 is drunken by the swell of the sea. I can feel the blanket of her embrace. Unafraid of the presence releasing the cords, I call her in. I call her deeply. within. Okay. 35, 3 and 5 obviously is 8. 8 is the money exchange number. And we're not just talking about paper and coins money. We're talking about just getting away from energies that have succumbed to passive and powerless behavior, or energies that are egotistical, materialistic, and forceful. In other words, energies that don't know why they're here on planet Earth. Remember, there's a lot of people who are still trying to find their way. A lot of people are trying to still find their purpose, and their belief system and how you find your purpose and who you align with, it could be significantly different from yours. And that's okay, but you're not going to, you can agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Some people live in disagreeable land. Those are the ones you want to leave in disagreeable land. They feel like they need to always be manipulating people's emotions by getting people upset, riled up, frustrated, all of this stuff burned out so they can get ultimately what they want from them anyway, some kind of a reaction. 16, I am perceptive. You have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. You have a special ability to read into other people's feelings, a wisdom seeker, and your angels ask to share your knowledge for the benefit of others. 1 and 6 is 7. Source is the one that's making it all make sense. So if you start thanking Source in advance that the past is behind you, and whatever else you pray for, whatever else you pray for. I mean, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. But whatever else you're praying for, remember your Source answers prayers. So be very intentional and deliberate about whatever it is you're praying for. But I'm seeing Source is actually rewarding you for moving on from your past. So treat yourself to a spa day. You deserve it. Treat yourself to a spa day. Spoil yourself. That is what I have for you all. Here's the questions for the moon in Cancer. I think everybody has the questions for the moon in Gemini already. Questions for the moon in Cancer is really about learning how to mother yourself. It's not about whether you have a good or bad relationship with your mother or not, or had a good relationship with your mother or not. But a moon in Cancer reminds us that we can heal the wounds and trauma of our ancestors and motherland only by processing our own wounds in solitude, by healing ourselves, and then letting our nourished light ripple above and below to all directions, right? So when you think about water, because the moon is feminine water energy, right? It's a beautiful time of great healing and receiving, like a river that knows that it's shaped and guided by the shores holding it, right? So this is where you learn how to hold yourself. This is how you learn how to mother yourself, nurture yourself, being around other energies that you feel like are nurturing you, right? Not any toxic way, but nurturing you. First question is, what makes you feel safe? That's all that really matters. What makes you feel safe, not what makes somebody else feel safe, you. Right? Second question is, where is your sanctuary, your place of peace and calm? Is it an inner state, a certain environment, or a specific place? The third question is, do you know your female lineage, the stories of your mother and grandmothers? The fourth question is, how often do you gather strength from the land and her waters? And then last but not least is, do you have sufficient solo time filled with self-care? That's what I have for you all, Libras. Thank you for joining me. Like I said before, I feel like somebody may have been praying for something, and I see your prayers being answered, but there's no rush for somebody to, race to something. Source is saying, take your time to kind of sort of figure some things out for yourself. And like I said, treat yourself to a spa day. That's what I have for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.